What's up, ladies? That is way too much. That is way too much energy for me, gang. What's up, ladies? Today I'm going to be showing you my old art from 8th grade art class. Alright. Okay. Alright, that was unnecessary. This is my binder with all my old art from 8th grade art class, like I just said. Art Daniel Pita 2024. 2024. You know, as you will. We got Beavis and Butthead. That is Beavis and Butthead. You know. So my professor's name was and he made us draw us. Yes, us. He made everyone us, isn't it? Me and you watching this video and everyone in the class. He made us what? Draw my right shoe. You pretty self-explanatory. You take off your right shoe and you flop it and you draw it. He said that back in the good old days, back in the Unk era, he would make everyone do it in class. So, you know, everyone pops off their shoe ink.
Nice person.
That he would do it in class. I mean, you know, he would have everyone I'm explaining myself, but I gotta, because I'm new gen, I gotta do it at home. And, you know, everything's just wrong. Everything's just bad. I just don't like it's bad. Everything's bad about this. Here it was done on, I guess it was due on September 5th. And I remember I did it like in like a day or two. Oh my, wow. It was meant to be drawn upside down. It says Igor, essentially upside down. As it says, you were meant to do it upside down. I think we started with the face and everything. Like the outline, we started with the outline and then everything, the details. Here you got a thing, just I guess a sketch outline. I think it was only for the hands, specifically for the hands, and that was it. You got another, this one might have been up right side up actually. I think it might say right there. But I don't know why it looks like that. I think the box, like the hands are separate from the rest of the thing. It was supposed to be like a separate thing. They were thinking thing, you know? And then we got just another sketch of a random thing. And then we got this. Some like bald guy. I actually really like the nose in this one. Did again, I'm pretty sure the hand are separate. Here we got a woman. I guess the title of the thing, I don't even know what that says. And did again, name, date, period, all that. I don't really know what else to say except it was like the other one, except a woman. And then we got this. And we got this, which I really like. Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty proud of this. A bird, a snake, like a serpent. I know on a lot of these, there's like a redo on the back. This one isn't even that bad. I think it was just because it was a little too elongated or whatever. You got this one. Ganzida. I don't know how to pronounce that. The elephant with 4 arms. There's the name and date. I guess I did it on October. I can't even see that. October 2nd, 2020. Oh, yeah. It says 24 on the side, but it started in 23. You know, always the whole school year, period 6. Hey, you know, Anubis type shit. Type thing. I feel like it's not bad, actually. There's a bird thing. This one doesn't have a title, actually. So, a thing, snake on its head. This one. I remember doing the cursive text here. I hated doing that part. I remember when I was first doing the coloring of the red, I was doing it very lightly, and then he grabbed the red color pencil out of my hand, and he was like this, harder, pause. That sound. He essentially was like, you know, you need more pressure for it to be darker, for more color to show. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, excuse me. You got Rat Fink. There's a lot of lore through this page right here. I remember I remember still being very proud of this one. I'm even being proud of it when I first did it. And as you could tell, I started inking it, but I never finished it. I don't think I'm ever gonna finish it just for like historical factor or whatever, for lore. But yeah, I really like this one a lot. And then this, and Big Daddy Rock. Arts, all that yap. And I remember he made us write a whole bunch of information about the guy that created Rat Fink and about the character itself. Like, dude, was it Brawny? What is my hand? My handwriting is so bunt, bro. He made us just write a
whole bunch of stuff.
And they continued on the back. And man, I didn't really like it, but I guess it was cool because we weren't drawing anything. What the heck? Then we got this from like a card, one of those playing cards. I think it's the queen, I'm pretty sure it's the queen. and it has all the symbols here. I don't know where these symbols are from. These aren't on the cards themselves. I don't know what the hell those are. And then we got the king. That's a club. It's a club. But yeah, we got the king, just like the queen you just saw. It's fine. Oh, we got a skeleton. Our first skeleton. Dude, what is going on with that? That's a theme in the skeletons. In the actual skeletons themselves, like full body skeletons, I was never able to get the face down. This one's alright, but this one looks weird. And I remember I thought like that day that he assigned it was gonna do the day after, so I did it really. This is like the first attempt, and I did it really fast and really crappy, as you could tell. And then that's the rib cage. I'm not sure if you could tell, but that is actually a rib cage. I think. Nah, I know he did like these top ones, and the rest I did myself. And I mean that's pretty good looking rib cage. Now if I tried replicating this today, now I don't think I could, but you know. Here, another skeleton yet again. Okay, now the shading. Now, the shading's where I peaked. First we did the value scales, graphite black all the way to white. This is the reference, or the reference. And you know, I think I did a pretty good job. It looks a little weird because it's crumbled up, and then the lighting in here. When the paper was flat, wasn't crumbled up, it looked a lot better, obviously. You know, every little detail. I try to get everything down. But I mean, that shading isn't bad. Oh, here's more proof of my amazing shading. Oh, I think I remember. I remember why it looks kind of rough, because this one was supposed to be with just like at least this one was supposed to be with only pencil. You weren't allowed to smooth it out with your finger or a blending tip or a Q-tip or whatever, a blending stump. My bad. Needs more shading and more copying. I'm not sure if I like that one. I mean, actually, no, it's pretty accurate. It's just like. It feels like, you know, when this has like noise, you know, when you have like noise in a photo, and that one has noise, that one doesn't. So it's like the 4K HD. I think I did a pretty good job. So, especially this side right here, how this is like very dark on like there's just these little lines dark and everything. I just think I did a good job. Now the skull, the one singular skull facing front, when it was the skull by itself, I was able to do an amazing job. But when it was what's it called, skull and the skeleton, I just wasn't able to do a good job. I'm pretty sure I drew the skull itself and then I shaded it afterwards. That's what makes it look good. Just the drawing itself doesn't look that good, but with the shading, that's not how light works. Why is it like, I don't know. Then we have the muscle, the face, and the muscle of the face. You can't really tell, you can't really see it. It's alright. I don't know. That's I swear to the reference look. I don't know why there's no way eyes look like that unless that's like closed eyelids. I don't know. Then we got the muscular body. 4'6". I don't know. 46. All right, then we get a cricket or a grasshopper, I think, and it looks very light. That's just how it is. It almost looks like it's fading away, but no, it's just how, because I was pressing down very lightly and I don't want to mess up. And honestly, I think I did pretty good. And then it was shaded. I remember this. I think it already came drawn, and I just had to shade it. Because I'm pretty sure like I traced it first, like I had traced the shape of the thing, and then I shaded it. I mean, from afar, that looks pretty good, I would say. As you come closer, you can kind of tell whatever, but my best shading techniques, and I only got better at shading from there. Wow. I always thought this looked like my brother without a mustache. That's what I thought. But I personally think my shading just got better. I was one of the, I could say I hate like saying, oh, I was all this, I was all mighty, because as you can tell by my older work, like I was, bro, like I'm not even making, bro. Just slow down. I'm not even making sense. Oh, I don't want to be like, oh, like, oh, I was the top of the thing. I was the best, whatever. You know, I don't want to brag, but I was one of the better shaders. I was one of the best in there at shading. My friend, like in that class, she was really good at drawing by itself, but when it came to shading, she wasn't that good. Like some of the darker areas, she would do too dark. Some of the lighter areas, she'd do too light. Or even the light area, she would do too dark, and the dark area, she would also do too dark. And some people were just like, they just couldn't get it. They just weren't like me, and they just weren't like this type shit. But I nailed it type thing. And then I did this. Yeah, so I traced it with like a ballpoint pen with like a graphite paper, so that like they would go over to the other side. And I don't know how to explain it. I just only wish I recorded it or something, and I could show it to y'all. And then we got this, so it's like the guy's like ripping through the page, and the only reason why it looks good is because of the shading. I remember yet again, I'm pretty sure this one's also traced. So without it, it looks kind of weird. But that's with the shading. And I mean, bro, it just looks good. Like, I low-key, this type of shit I would see in like a thumbnail, like how to shade tutorial or some shit. Nah, those look way better, but I'm just saying, it's like, this is not, y'all can't tell me, look at this and tell me it doesn't look good, bro. Just more drawings of skeletons. Yet again, the face looks, you know, all right in that one. And then I think the last thing inside the quoter, and the skull stacked on top of each other. Yet again, y'all just can't tell me it doesn't, like, my shading wasn't good, bro. My shit was like, look at that, bro. I think this is the worst one. Maybe this one, because this one doesn't have much to it, but like those two are like y'all can't tell me I wasn't popping off in my shading, bro. And finally we got this in the back. I would take all this out, but I kind of don't want to put it back in if I take it out. It's just kind of like, you know, it was only, I'm pretty sure it's only these two anyways. It's only this and that. It was just painting, like, watercolor, practicing on watercolor, you know, layering things, swirling shit while it's still having the colors mix and whatnot. Yeah, and that's about it. That's the dates. So yeah, that was my art Daniel Pita 2024. I was in 8th grade. Yeah, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. What the fuck?